if you've got the plugin working, this you can see it here generating some sitemap, and there's two versions of the sitemap. One where you dynamically pass the language and the name, and one where it's passed as a constant for every value of the URLs that you've got for your news articles. So that's how you create the XML. The second part is how do you expose that as a link in Bubble, and the way you do that is you create a backend workflow. So here's some backend workflows. In order to get backend workflows working, you need to go into here and turn on backend workflows. And this URL here is the base URL for the workflows that are exposed. So that's something, but you don't need to worry about that right now. So you turn on backend workflows, then under here you come into backend workflows and you create one of these. So here's a news one. Because it's going to be exposed publicly, and because it's going to be accessed by Google's robot, you can say ignore all that. You want to ignore privacy rules and run without authentication. So the first thing you do is use the plugin to create the XML, and this is the version where it's got the same name and language for every article. And then the second part is you return data from the API. So the bits to get right here is you say choose other content type, and then here type in application XML, and that tells Google's robot that what it's about to receive is XML, and you, as the return from this API, it's the XML from the sitemap. So that's exposed it as a URL, and the URL that this exposes, there's a few ways to get it. So there's one simple way is to take this is the base, this is the base, and the actual element will be the name of this. So the actual URL will be something like this plus this. Now, this isn't going to work. This is the URL that you would give to Bubble, to Google. This would actually show your XML. But the reason this doesn't work is in this particular app is just a test app, so backend workflows don't work. But if you did this in an app which was a paid for app, then backend workflows will work, and then this URL will work. It's saying this application, this says please upgrade your Bubble subscription. Well, this is a free app, so it doesn't work. But if you had a Bubble subscription, this will work, and this will be the URL, and this will return XML. And in this plugin, of course, there are 3 versions of XML it produces. Well, there's 2 versions of XML it produces. It produces a normal sitemap like this, and it produces a Google sitemap like this. So you obviously could have multiple backend workflows producing different sitemaps. So like that. And that is how you do it. So key points are enable workflows, turn these on so it's public, and get this content right. And maybe you could debug this by perhaps writing this into a database as well, because it's very hard to understand. If this doesn't work, there's different ways you could debug it, but this will work.